Hello and welcome to Spectrum TV News at 2. I am Frank Cizadate, coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State. We'll take a look at the headlines. Presidential Tribunal dismisses PDP Labour Party's request for live coverage. Plus, China bans major chip maker Micron from key infrastructure projects. We will bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. Bridge on Tuesday, May 23rd. According to reports, the 1.6 kilometers long bridge, which links Anambra and Delta states, will be commissioned to announce the completion of the bridge at a briefing in October 2022. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurated the 650,000 PDP Dangote refinery and petrochemical and dual-purpose kerosene (DPK), among other refined products. The event, which was held in Lagos State, had dignitaries and other African leaders as Nigeria's leader after serving for 8 years. This is according to the presidential aide Garba Shehu in an interview, who noted that for forgiveness. Garba Shehu says the action does not connote wrongdoing. He said he believes the Nigerian leader's move is about taking responsibility. Coverage of court proceedings. At the proceedings in Abuja today, Justice Samani said the application by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party lacked merit. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party against the president-elect Bola Tinubu, following the February 25 election. The Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi followed suit with a similar application, asking the proceedings of the tribunal be televised. However, a week later, Tinubu opposed the application for a live broadcast of the proceedings of the election petition, describing it as an abuse of court process. $60 million Chinese loan to fund the failed Abuja closed-circuit television CCTV project. The court also ordered the government to publish the total amount of money paid to Chinese and local companies contractors, specific details of the names of the companies, and status of the implementation of the project. Justice Emeka Nwite met the orders while delivering judgment in a Freedom of Information suit brought by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP). The suit followed the disclosure in 2019 by the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, that Nigeria was servicing the loan, adding that she had no explanations on the status. Manager Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, Kabir Muhammad, as the new Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAAN) Managing Director. This follows the expiration of the tenure of the outgoing Managing Director of FAAN, is expected to resume duty next week. Meanwhile, the federal government has frowned at the poor contribution of the solid minerals sector to Nigeria's gross domestic product (GDP) and revenue generation, as it revealed that oil and gas earnings surpassed 2022 through 2026. The Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative (NEITI) stating over 60% to the nation's GDP, rather than its current paltry 1.8% contribution. NEITI further stated that Nigeria garnered 52.8 billion naira, 69.5 billion naira, 80 billion naira, and 128 billion naira from solid minerals sector, describing it as poor, adding that findings by NEITI showed that the solid minerals industry had good revenue generating potential. From the red chambers, the Senate has ordered the Federal Ministry of Works to refund into the nation's purse of the Auditor General for the Federation AGF. The upper chamber gave the order after an examination of the report by its Committee on Public Accounts, which discovered that a contract of 343 million naira was awarded for the purchase of project monitoring vehicles without recourse to due process, and worse still, the vehicles were not supplied parts and for designing of the country's roads and bridges at 139 million naira. The Senate panel, chaired by Senator Matthew Orogide, PDP Edo South, said it sent series of invitations to the Ministry of Works to defend the allegations raised by the auditor. Consequently, as recommended by its committee, the Senate sustained the queries and ordered the ministry through its permanent secretary to account for the fund and pay it back to the Consolidated Revenue Fund. In a separate development, the federal government says it is working with the Nigeria Postal Service (NIPOS), is known as the opening of the Nigeria Immigration Service Passport Front Desk office in Auchi, Edo State. He noted that the launch of the passport office is the sixth of its kind in 2023 and is part of efforts to bring passport application processing closer to the people. We move to education, where the Academic Staff Union of University Academy before he hands over power on May 29, 2023. The national president of ASUB, Anderson Ezeibe, who made the call in an interview with newsmen in Abuja, said that the academy had made young Nigerians not to be interested in polytechnic education in the country. According to him, the bill seeks to legislate the discrimination of polytechnic graduates from their university counterparts in employment and promotion in the world. 23 General Election Thanksgiving service in honor of Governor Dom Emmanuel and Governor-elect Pastor Umaina, where they appreciated God for the success of the union in the elections that saw the emergence of the governor-elect, as well as all-round massive success of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidates at diverse levels at the polls. In separate remarks, the President General of the Union, Michael Bush, Akwa Ibom State Governor Dom Emmanuel, represented by the Special Advisor, Political and Legislative Affairs, Elder Amana Mkanga, and the Governor-elect Pastor Umaina, represented by Commissioner for Environment and Solid Minerals, Charles Udo, noted that the success the Union has recorded in only 6 months of existence exemplifies God's help. They said for support for the incoming governor.
So we came here just to thank God, that is all. Because God has just been marvelous in our union. This union is just 6 months old. I am standing on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Gabriel Emmanuel. He asked me to plead with you that if it were to be possible, he should have been here in person. It's because of his tight schedule that he said I should stand in. Then we met in 2015. There is no doubt that what we have achieved in the last 8 years will be expanded and taken to greater heights by my worthy successor. I know you will give him your award, the foundation of fundamentals of growth. Prosperity are strong and rock solid. It's a great time to be an Akwa Ibomite. Thank you for all your support and prayers. God bless you all.
We move now to representatives of the Army. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and his former deputy Mohammed Hamdan Daglo signed up to the ceasefire in Jeddah, where they also agreed not to seek any military advantage before it commences. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan, after the deal was reached, enjoined the warring parties on the importance of the ceasefire in order to preserve the lives of workers who are in the country to offer their services. Province of Gauteng. According to the Gauteng Health Department, in a statement, at least 95 people have since last Monday visited hospitals showing cholera symptoms in Hemoskeral. The provincial head for health, Nomantu Nkomo Ralikoko, urged the public to take extra precautionary measures. Water tankers were being supplied to them. On the foreign scene, China said that products made by United States, US, memory chip giant Micron Technology poses serious network security risks, noting that the firm's product will be banned from key infrastructure projects in the world's second largest economy. Reports say the announcement is the latest development in a row between. Still on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has insisted that Bakhmut is not occupied by Russia after a Moscow-backed mercenary group had claimed control. Ukraine's president made the statement during a visit to Hiroshima, Japan for the G7 summit. Zelensky's statement to Hiroshima, which was hit by an atomic bomb in World War II, promising a similar reconstruction of his country. And still to come in the news, Nigeria beats Dominican Republic 2-1 in Under-20 World Cup opener. To stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. We move on to the rest of the news stories. $50 million concessional loan for Nigeria's COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus (NG Cares) on behalf of the 36 states government and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). The World Bank tax team leader for the NG Cares, Folusho Okumandewa, confirmed the development in Ibadan, Oyo State, during the maiden town earned reimbursement after deducting the initial advance, noting that 7 states earned no reimbursement. He added that the World Bank would continue to allow access to funds as long as it sees evidence of the continued commitment of state governments to disbursement of the funds. Still in business, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) has disclosed that 98.5% of e-Naira wallets have been in use 1 year after the launch of the central bank digital currency CBDC. The disclosure, which was contained in a report published on the IMF's website, noted that there had been no major risks despite initial glitches after the launch of these downloads at about 0.8% of Nigeria's active bank accounts. The fund described the adoption as disappointing and falling below expectations in its 1 year of operation. It, however, concluded that it would be too early to judge the fate of the e-Naira project. We move to health, where the leadership of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors (NARD) has suspended its 5-day warning strike, which it embarked upon on Wednesday, May 17th. President of the agreement with the government. He, however, stated that the doctors will meet again on the 2nd of June this year to review progress made with the agreement signed, after which the association will decide on their next line of action. Recall that on May 17, NARD payment of all salary arrears for their members, as well as the immediate upgrade of infrastructure in public hospitals. Still in health, the World Health Organization (WHO) and partners says it is set to launch a global network to help protect people from infectious disease threats through the power of pathogen genomics, who in a statement said that they are analyzing samples, noting that it would use the data to drive public health decision-making and share information more broadly. According to the WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, the goal of the VIEW network was ambitious but can only play a vital role in health security, giving every country access to pathogen genomics sequencing of a vast range of diseases, from foodborne diseases and influenza to tuberculosis and HIV. We move to sports, where Nigeria's Flying Eagles yesterday defeated the Dominican Republic 2-1. The Flying Eagles will face Italy next in their Group D ties before playing Brazil in the last group game. Still in sports, Manchester City has celebrated a third successive Premier League title triumph with victory over Chelsea at DTH Stadium. City were confirmed champions without even playing after Nottingham Forest's win against Erling Haaland was rested, but Julian Alvarez provided the cutting edge in his absence with a clinical finish to put City ahead after 12 minutes. Reports say Calvin Phillips headed against the woodwork for City as they closed out another win in the relentless run that has brought them the title and the chance of a treble with the FA Cup final at Wembley, and champion Say Vibes is set to return with a new exciting single titled Hat-Trick. The singer took to his Instagram to share a snippet of the new song with a clip of the video. In the new video, Shay Vibes names drops Grammy-winning international Nigerian superstar Thames and sensational Afrobeat star Ira Star as he reportedly alludes to their beauty. Still on entertainment, Nigerian Afrobeat singer Burna Boy has performed in sold-out concert in France, the 30,000 capacity arena. Reports say the singer performed songs of his 2022 sixth album, Love Damini, which delivered hit songs like Last Last for you on June 3rd, 2023. And that's all we have for you at this time. Do ensure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website, Spectrum TV.
Spectrum TV, broadening your horizon.
Business exists only to meet the needs of the people. But there's an extra advantage if your product and services are pitched on a platform that gives you the added advantage over your competitors. For your